Legendary time, legend gang. It is Ty Simone, and I'm back with another Twerk and Work tarot practice. So today is, let me turn that brightness up so I can see over there. So today is Thursday, August 7th, 2025. If you are new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back, bro. I missed you. This channel is to uplift and inspire my legends through intuition, tarot, and combos. So if you're interested in any of those things, please make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any new videos. Can you tell I just woke up? Can you tell? Legendary Time Wisteria, welcome in. Legendary Time, everybody on YouTube, thank you for joining. Welcome in, welcome in. Twerk and Work is an opportunity for us to come together and to learn tarot, to learn maybe things that we didn't know about each card, and to expand on our current knowledge. So if anyone has any card suggestions or like card requests rather that you'd like to talk about today, please let me know now. And if not, you already know what time it is. We're just gonna go ahead and pull a random card and rock with that. So God, my eyes are so low. Hey, beautiful. Hey, Wisteria. How you? Bruh. I want my eyes to get back like normal size. But yeah, I'm just waking up. I'm not even gonna lie. I've been asleep pretty much all day. I've been resting all day. I don't know what it is. Like, it's been looking like rainy weather, but it's not like raining. Today feels, if I had to pick a card just like off intuition, on time. That was my alarm. That was my alarm to go live. But yeah, it'd be Four of Swords. Like, I'm feeling very Four of Swords-esque, where I feel at peace. I feel like I'm resting. I feel like there's a need to rest. Like, I don't know how y'all are feeling. Like, let me know. But please, like, I'm feeling Four of Swords. So I'm actually, if nobody has a card that they'd like to discuss today, I'm gonna go ahead and look up the Four of Swords, because the only things I know about the Four of Swords, like I said, is rest, relaxation, like putting things to an end. Yeah, this is pretty much it. So since the card of the day is going to be the Four of Swords, y'all let me know in the comments, what knowledge do you have of the Four of Swords? Like, what does the Four of Swords mean to you? And again, if you are new and you don't know anything about tarot, hold tight, because we about to figure this shit out. We gonna learn together. Let me see. I don't have any cards on my heart. Thank you for asking. My pleasure. No problem. I'm thinking the Four of Swords. So I'm gonna, let me see. Four of Swords. So if you've been following me for a minute, y'all know I like to use this website called the Tarot Guide to look up cards sometimes. But in our last session, actually, we came up with the idea to, are you fucking kidding me? Not the Four of Swords just popping up. Wait, did I type it in? Hold on, let me look back. Hold on, wait a minute. Oh no, I looked it up. Okay, I was about to say. Not it coming straight up, because I normally just go to the website and then I go through the cards to find it. But in our last session, we came up with the idea to pretty much put it. Oh my God, it's right there. To pretty much put it on shadowtwerktarot.com, because a lot of you know that I do make tarot decks. And if you're interested in making a tarot deck or an oracle deck, and you don't have an artist that you're working with, please reach out to me. We can collaborate. But yeah, to put it on shadowtwerktarot.com. So like during our sessions like this, when we go through the cards and we talk about cards, y'all can go to shadowtwerktarot.com to see different types of cards and different variations and meanings of the cards, because every tarot deck is not the same. Let me see. Hello. From Germany. Wow. Oh my God, we got Germany in the building. Legendary Time. What's up? How do you say that name? Tip Boopjay? I'm calling you Tip. I'm calling you Tip. What's up, Tip? Legendary time. Let me see. Offret. I hope I'm not butchering y'all's names. Offret, I love you. I love you too. Send the love, light, and legendary vibes, bro. Let me see. What is this all about? Is it about tarot? Okay. Okay, well, thank you for asking. So, Shadow Twerk Tarot is an opportunity for our community to, well, Twerk and Work, rather, is an opportunity for our community to come together and to learn about tarot. So, a lot of us kind of practice tarot already, but there are some people that are new and that don't know what each card means. And I learn new shit every time I read too. So, it's an opportunity for us to go through one card at a time, to share our decks. A lot of times I like to go live with other people who have tarot decks, and then they share their cards. If you have a book, you read the meaning of the card from the book, and it's really just an opportunity for us to learn together. So I'm getting back into the swing of things though. I haven't been live for a while, so forgive me for that. But again, if you are new, and I think that you are, welcome. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. It really does mean a lot. And I'm grateful that you're here. So we got like some old videos like from back in the day when we used to do this. not back in the day, but yeah. So I'm going to share some of my tarot decks. If you guys have any tarot decks, I don't know if we can go live together on YouTube. If we can, that's going to be like my first time, but I'm open to do it. But usually the way that it works is we pick a card together. Where's my Four of Swords? We pick a card together and then we go through the meaning of the card. I share the meaning from each of my decks, each of my books. And then I like to go through this particular website, the tarotguide.com, because this person, she breaks it down like a general meaning, love and relationship meaning, a money and career meaning, a health meaning, a spiritual meaning, and then she does it in the upright and the reversed. A lot of readers get to choose, like, rather if they want to read in the upright or if they want to read in the reverse. And I read both ways because I just believe that there's a positive and a negative in everything, and everything isn't always sunshine and fucking rainbows. So I'm not really frowning upon readers who always read cards in the upright, but I just feel like each side should be discussed because both sides have a different meaning. What I say, the Four of Swords? Why am I not seeing the Four of Swords? This is my least favorite part of Twerk and Work Lives, is going through my cards and looking for the card that we're talking about so I can show you. It's about to piss me off. Let me see. Hey, pretty. Hey, Veronica. Legendary time. Welcome back. Oh my God, look at you. I'm pressed. Thank you for being here. Welcome back. Let me see. Ten of Swords, the Fool. What the fuck? Okay, here we go. Four of Swords. I'm about to about to piss me off. Let me see. I missed you. I missed you too. I'm so happy that you're here. Welcome back. I love that the newbies are showing back up. I'm so proud to have y'all part of Legend Gang. Gang. For everybody that is new, that doesn't know what Legend Gang is what we call our community, and it stands for Legendary Goddesses and Gods. So if you've been here for a while, you already know what time it is. Like, I believe that we're all gods and goddesses, and that we have the power to create our realities. Obviously working with natural forces, natural laws, but you know what I'm saying? Like, we have that power. So if you believe that too, then you're in the right community. If not, then, I mean, you're welcome to stay, but you might be in the wrong place, and that's okay. It's okay. We're not going to shun you for being lost. Let me see. Four of Swords, Three of Swords, Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords? Nah. So the card of the day is going to be the Four of Swords. So anybody who knows anything about tarot, or who hasn't, like, has a guess as to what the Four of Swords might mean, you're more than welcome to share it in the comments, because a lot of times, like, we'll all have different interpretations of each card, and I do believe everybody's perspective is valuable, and I want to hear it personally. So please do share. Please do share. This might be record time, low key. I'm getting good cards. You see the Empress. what are the swords called in this deck? Air. So far, this is the closest card I have to the traditional tarot deck. So again, for my newbies, the very first tarot deck that was ever created is called the Rider-Waite tarot deck, and that's the deck that a lot of tarot decks are kind of based off of or kind of derived from. So the meanings of the cards generally typically come from that deck, but it's not always necessarily the case. So again, a lot of times I do like to read from the books that different artists have to share, like different interpretations that people have to share of each energy, because you can experience these different energies in many different ways. Let me see. Life is kind of a circle. You can't change your character, just learn from mistakes, I guess. Okay. Is that your interpretation of the Four of Swords? Life is kind of a circle. You can't change your character, just learn from mistakes. I like my character. I'm not even gonna cap. She be fucking up sometimes, but you know, I fuck with my character. Let me see. Three of Air. I keep wanting to stop at the Three of Swords. So I feel like, not the channel, but I keep stopping at the Three of Swords. I feel like the Three of Swords is a card of heartbreak and, like, you know, things not really going your way, things kind of hurting and like suffering for real. It's like a card you don't really want to see in a tarot spread, but it comes right before the Four. So I feel like the Four also represents a time of healing or a time of recovery. Again, like that rest energy. So if you're resonating with the Four of Swords right now, once we read it, you may have experienced like a time where you were brokenhearted, or like something deeply impacted you or deeply affected you. Bro, why are you fondling my feet? What are you doing? Hey, Khaleesi, I should have known it was you. She were here fondling my toes, like. Wisteria says deep rest. Four of Swords, healing from burnout. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we on the same page. Healing from burnout. Like, yeah, for sure. Not me having to go through this deck all over again. The Sun, the Justice, the Mother of Fire, the Eight of Fire, Two of Fire. About to fucking scream. Eight of Air. The Star. The Hermit. The Queen of Fire. The Six of Air. I feel like I'm seeing all the air except for what I need to see. The Two of Air, Six of Earth. Oh, is that it? No, the Three. Why do I keep stopping on the Three of Swords? It's pissing me off. It's pissing me off. And it keeps catching my eye too. It's really kind of pissing me off. Let me see. Quandera of Air. I think that's the King of Air. Fire. Nine of Air. Awakening, Five of Fire, Nine of Fire, Four of Water, the Tower, the Devil. This is going to be the last deck I look through, because the Ten of Air, the Ace of Air. Who are you? Oh, the Mother of Air. Where are you? ¿Dónde estás? Oh, there we go. Lavender. So in the Earthcrafters Tarot, the Four of Swords is lavender, the herb. I don't know how many of you guys are into herbs. Let's see. No, I'm gonna do this one too. I should have really just did the ones that I have a book. Oh, that was easy. See, like in this depiction, okay, see, usually I see something like this, where it's like a person and they're resting and they have like four swords above them. This is like, again, like the traditional view of the Four of Swords, but like this don't look nothing like this. This guy is stabbed, his eyes is red, he got a sword coming through his throat, like, you know what I'm saying? This is a completely different energy from this. Let me see. And then even in this Four of Swords, I don't have a book for this one, but I wanted to show it too because it's different. But in this one, it looks like someone is doing magic, or like someone is like, they're at an altar. They got like their magical tools set up and they may be praying. So it's giving like a prayer maybe a deep meditation, you know. And then lavender, I don't know that much about the herb lavender, but what I do know is it's usually used for like calming, again, like more healing energy. And I know that if you spray it outside or anywhere you don't want a cat to be, it'll make them nauseous. Like it's like one of those oils that kind of repels cats, and you have to be careful when you use it around them. So now with these visuals, again, if you didn't know anything about the Four of Swords, what are you getting from these cards? Let me see. Tip says, how does this work in the stream? Do you tell us something about your future? Sorry, I have to ask. I'm new to the live stream thing. Okay, well, you know, I appreciate you being here again. Thank you. And I'm not a psychic in that way, but I will say that I am intuitive and I do enjoy reading tarot. I do enjoy reading cards. So what I do is I use my intuition to read energy, and we just kind of go from there. And I really do encourage other people to do the same thing, because the thing about intuition is we could all look at this one picture and get a million different interpretations, a million different ways of looking at it and feeling about it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like there's no right or wrong. It's more so what's going on within your mental, within your psyche, within your life, and then using that energy to better your life for real, or to move in a direction that you want to go in. And what I mean by that is transmuting energy. So like, let's say that you see the Four of Swords, and well, I'm not going to tell you what you see. Matter of fact, you could tell me when you look at this card specifically, to what do you see? What do you feel when you look at this card? Because Twerk and Work, this particular live stream, I have a couple different live streams that we do on our platform, but this particular one, again, we're learning tarot together. So we're exploring different cards together and their meanings and what they could mean, and then again sharing our different perspectives, because you might see something that I don't see and vice versa. But that doesn't mean that either one of us are wrong. It just means that we have different perspectives, and it kind of opens both of our minds to different possibilities on what an energy could be. You know what I'm saying? It's like talking to your best friend, and you telling your best friend about what's going on in your life. And it's like you have your way of seeing it and experiencing it and going through it and dealing with it, and then they have their way. But that doesn't mean that either of you are wrong. It just means that there are different ways to handle one situation. You know what I'm saying? So again, I'm gonna give everybody an opportunity to check out this particular card and to let me know what you think. What do you feel? What do you see? Again, there are no right or wrong answers. And then we discuss them. Let me see, Wisteria. I had no idea lavender's effects on cats. Thank you for teaching me. Yeah, I actually learned that from my cousin, because she was having a cat problem, we'll say, like some years ago. Back when I was living in Virginia, she had a cat problem, and she was kind of pissed off because there was a cat that kept having kittens around her house, and she was just irritated because they were getting under her house and like tearing up her ductwork and stuff. So she had started spraying lavender around her yard, and when she did that, she didn't have as many cats. Like for a while, like we would be cleaning up a lot of like throw up piles and stuff, and we would hear them, we would see them kind of like, like, you know, the thing the cats do when they they was like doing that all over her yard. And then eventually they stopped kind of coming around, because again, it's a deterrent. It makes them nauseous, it makes them sick. So they don't really like, in heavy doses, they don't like the smell of lavender. But like if you got like a light lavender scent on, or like a lavender candle, you know, it may not be as effective, or like, you know, as detrimental rather. But in heavy doses, it does have a negative effect on them. I'm all about lavender. I had no clue of the detriment to my cats. Yeah, I love lavender too. And matter of fact, my mama got a lavender like glaze spray, and every time I use it, my cats look at me like, no, you didn't just spray that funky ass. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so let's get into it. I'll pull more cards later, but for now, let's go ahead and start talking about the meaning of the Four of Swords. Excuse me. Sorry, y'all feel a little bit nauseous, so bear with me. I got a bag just in case. Just in case. But hopefully I don't have to use it. Hopefully I don't have to use it. But yeah. So the Four of Swords, this one, in the Crystal Power Tarot, while it only really shows like just the swords, each card does have an affirmation that I think is really cool. And in this deck, it says, I take the time I need to rediscover my vitality. So it's definitely giving healing. Speaking of retching cats, let's see. Okay, hold on. That card you have shown. Okay, so Tip says the card that you have shown, it looks like a depression. Let me hold it up so everybody can see. The Four of Swords. And again, if anybody else has anything they want to add as we read or before we read, please share what you think that this card means. And I appreciate it. So you see the card that you have shown, it looks like a depression with the possibility of sunshine. Okay, see, I never got that, but I could see that. Let me see, there are clouds in the sunshine, so this person has a chance. You know, I've never really been drawn to the clouds in the background, and that's what I'm talking about, Tip. I'm proud of you. Congratulations, okay? You're now interpreting tarot. Look at you, all grown up. Let me see, I have giant lavender plants outside and fresh lavender regularly. That's actually pretty cool. I'm a little bit jealous. I'm a little bit jealous. I want a garden. That's very cool, Wisteria. It's very cool. But I feel like that shouldn't really be too bad, honestly. They'll probably just naturally kind of stay away from it. And if it's something that they do kind of indulge in, if they haven't had any issues before, they probably won't have any issues. So they may be immune. And that's cool too. But coming back over here to Tip, let me see, to get a life where she could have sunshine, but with clouds and sometimes rainy days, a normal life. I've never thought of that card this way. Thank you for sharing. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. See, in the beginning, I said usually when I pull the Four of Swords, I usually get rest. But she does look a little depressed. Like she looked like her stomach hurts. Like she had a long day. Matter of fact, this looked like me all damn day. And for those of you that don't know, I'm expecting my first child. So today, all day, I literally look like this. Literally look like this, but with like 6 cats surrounding me. Let me see. I make lavender tea regularly. I don't let them outside anymore, so they'll be fine. Oh yeah, you did say that. You did say that. Yeah, they'll definitely be fine. They're not even impacted then. What's up, Chris? Legendary time. Welcome back. Welcome back, boy. Let me see. But yeah, okay, so yeah, I can definitely see the depression. I've never actually been drawn to the clouds, which I think is very, very interesting. And I appreciate you for pointing that out because it does give cloudy days. Like, I think I said that earlier, like today has been here in South Carolina, it's been like a rainy looking day, cloudy looking day, but it didn't actually rain. So it's giving dreary, but it's like not sad. Like, you know, I don't know. But thank you for sharing. I love that. And then a normal life. So she probably just dealing with some stress at work. She probably just, like I said, she probably had a long day. She probably just want to slap somebody, but she can't slap them. She's like, damn, if I slap my boss, I'm gonna lose my job. That bitch ass. Like, ah. But all right, let's get into it. So I'm about to start reading some of the interpretation from the tarot guide. Again, if you want to follow along, I'm reading from the tarotguide.com. But hopefully, you know, in the future, we're going to be reading from shadowtwerktarot.com. You know what I'm saying? When I update our website to reflect what we got going on over here. Let me see. The reason I'm here and not YouTube is because I don't know how to comment over there without a computer. So I'll just be on Instagram regularly. And that's okay. Because I started on Instagram and I do love going live on Instagram. Going live on YouTube is still kind of new for me, but I'm getting used to it. And I appreciate it because it's giving our channel a lot more exposure. So it's expanding our community. And that makes me very grateful because y'all already know what time it is. We've been speaking this into existence for a very long time. And I just had to take that leap of faith to step outside of my comfort zone, which is Instagram, and sharing beyond just one platform. So I'm glad that we did because we're meeting cool people like Tip, like Chris, like Veronica, okay, and everybody else is joining us over here. you know, shout out to y'all. But yeah, so I'm gonna hold up another card. And while I hold this card up, I'm gonna read the upright meaning for the Four of Swords. And then if you guys have any interpretations on this particular depiction of the Four of Swords, then please share. I'm trying to hold it so that both screens can see and I can still see the comments. Let me see. I look a bit different. Man, because I've been looking like this all damn day. I've been looking like what the fuck all day. The only difference is I had my bonnet on. But I took my bonnet off for y'all so y'all can see my hair. But still, I've been looking like I didn't want to talk about it. But yeah, so if you guys have any interpretations of this depiction of the Four of Swords, please do share. Let me see. I love his interpretation. Right? Me too. Me too. And again, thank you for sharing. So, the upright meaning of the Four of Swords. Again, okay, in the traditional tarot, let me see if I can show y'all. Can I zoom in? Ignore the ad. Okay, but like, I can't zoom in. Can I zoom in? How do you do this? Control plus. Damn. Okay, option plus. Command plus. Okay, there we go. Command plus. Boom. Can y'all see that? Barely. But this looks very similar to the first card that we showed. This is the traditional, again, the Rider-Waite Tarot. So for everybody that's just joining, the Rider-Waite Tarot is the original tarot deck. It's the first tarot deck that was ever created. And again, a lot of tarot decks derive from this interpretation and this depiction, rather, of that card. But again, it doesn't have to be this. Like in this particular card, it's something completely different. We don't even see a person resting. And then in this particular tarot deck, we're gonna get into this one. I can't wait to read this one because bro looked like he going through it. Everybody else just looked like they're resting, they're meditating. This wolf looked like he looked like the Three of Swords. But we're gonna get into it. We're gonna talk about it. So the Four of Swords in the upright, let me minus. Okay, the Four of Swords in the upright. I'm gonna hold both of these. So again, let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think. Let me try to, okay, I'm gonna just do two different cards, two different screens. Boom. But yeah, the Four of Swords can mean in the upright, we're doing the upright, fear, anxiety, stress. Got a burp. It won't come out. Hold on. Let me turn my cup this way so I can see my little baby kitty cup. There we go. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Okay. It represents fear, anxiety, stress, feeling overwhelmed, a mental overload, needing solitude, relaxation, rest, peace, quiet, sanctuary, meditation, regrouping, recuperation, hospitalization. Goddamn. I could see that though. Introspection, planning for the future, contemplation, self-protection, spiritual counseling or support, and having faith. Well, goddamn. Goddamn. All right, so that's in the upright. So if you see this card in a tarot spread, you get it in the upright, it could possibly potentially mean those things. And then let's read the general meaning of the reversed. So again, a lot of readers don't always read in the reverse. I have a reader that does, so I do read, again, both interpretations. You can decide to read however you decide to read, whatever works for you. But for those of you that are interested in the reversed meaning, if you pull this card and you get it turned upside down, is what we mean by reversed, then it means this card will mean finding mental clarity, mental strength, reawakening, rejoining the world, coming out of isolation, recovering slowly, healing, mental breakdown, collapse, burnout, restlessness, not taking care of yourself, lack of self-protection, not accepting counseling or support, and losing faith. Both of those feel kind of heavy. Both of those feel kind of heavy. The reverse sounded a little bit better, but then it started to still get out of pocket. So Okay, Four of Swords. Like, what are you trying to tell me today? Bitch ass card. Pissing me off. Getting on my fucking nerves. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, so let me see what y'all have to say. I love his interpretations. You look a bit different. Looks like the wolf is strangled, but somewhat he is surviving in it. In it? Don't they say in it in like England? Are you from England? Am I tripping? I don't know English slang like that, but I feel like I've seen that in. I was just watching the show. What was that show called? I want to say Borders or like. Hold on, because now I'm not gonna be able to like focus until I tell y'all. Hold on. What is the name of this damn show I was watching? Continue watching. Yeah, Borders on Tubi, about like these like, I don't know if they're in college. I want to say they're in college students. Borderlands. Is it? No, it's just called Borders on Tubi. This one. I was watching this and I really got into it. I watched like all 2 seasons in 2 days. Don't tell your friends and family that I have no life. but yeah, I do think that there's a show called Borderlands, but I don't think I've seen that. But are you from England? You ain't answered my question. Because I think that they say that in there, and I was trying to copy them, but I couldn't do it like they was doing it. They was like, I don't even know, like an example, like, I'm truly legendary in it. It don't sound right when I say it. It don't sound right. Let me see. The wolf in the picture looks like he has to learn patience. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so everybody kind of focused on the wolf. Let me bring the wolf back. Wow. I don't know what sound a wolf makes. I don't know. But okay, let me see. Let me go back. So the wolf looks like he's strangled, but somewhat he's surviving. That's true. I can see that. Bro is also bound. I didn't peep that he was bound. Like, he looks tied up. Like his paws, his hands are really tied, and then it's like, it feels like somebody's like trying to keep his mouth shut, or like shut his mouth, or this could be him within himself. Like, you know how you try to hold yourself back from saying certain things or like sharing certain things, but it's something that needs to be said, needs to be shared. But then like it feels like frog in the throat kind of energy, like that. Or something may hurt to say. Like, it's again, like this, especially coming from the Three of Swords. And again, the Three of Swords is a card of heartbreak and struggle, and just really going through it. You know what I'm saying? To the Four of Swords, where it's like, damn, I have to speak this truth. I have to share this thing. I have to communicate something that is really hard for me to do. Oh, pause for the motherfucking cause. Garcia! Legendary time, girl. What's up? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. I haven't seen you in a minute, girl. Welcome back. Let me see. Right, today we're talking about the Four of Swords. So if you have any interpretations on the Four of Swords, please share. Let me see. And then Tip says the wolf picture, the wolf picture looks like he needs to learn patience. I can see that too. That to me would be given like these I wanted to say bounds, but these binds, I think that's how you use the word in that context. These binds are like maybe spiritual, where it's like, you know how sometimes the divine sits you down and you don't really want to be sat down, or you have to be quiet and you don't want to be quiet. Like, you know, it could be given that energy where it's like, instead of doing too much, like take the time to chill, like just relax, like, you know what I'm saying? Just have a seat. I can see that. That's interesting. Let me see. It also looks like he has to talk, but he can't. That's from the sword in his mouth. I agree. And I see that too. I definitely see that. Like, it's the sword in his mouth for me. That shit just looks so painful. Like, who the fuck wants a sword through their mouth like that? Like, it's given the tongue piercing. I never had my tongue pierced, but I thought about it. But when I thought about it, I just couldn't get past the thing going through my tongue. Like, I've had a lot of piercings, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all probably can't tell, but I used to have a lot of piercings, and that was just one I could not get. I could not get. Let me see. Tip says, the wolf in combination with the hands before the plate. Oh, okay, let me pull that up. This one. The wolf in combination with the hands before the plate picture looks like you really want to say or do something, but something holds you back. I could definitely see that. So being held back. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Oh my God. I swear to God, I better not throw up on live. Let me see. Lala, the official Pisces money this year. I mean, Lala, if you know anything about manifestation and shadow work, then you know how to attract money into your life, bro. And if you don't, you might want to subscribe and stick around and fuck around and find out. Okay, it don't matter what year it is. It's always time to get money over here. Okay, you know, we all about that. We all about that money. You know what I'm saying? And there's different ways to get it. But that's not the story. That's not the point. This card has nothing to do with money, for real, for real. Let me see. To fix the innate prob, you probably need to use a high tune or pitch confidence standing your ground. Nah, I'm not from England. I have a settlement and I hope it goes well. I hope that it does too for you. And even if it doesn't, again, be open to money coming to you in different ways. Like, matter of fact, I was listening to, just to deviate a little bit, one of my favorite speakers, his name is Napoleon Hill. Y'all might know some of his books. If you don't, a lot of them are free on YouTube. Y'all are on YouTube, so you can look up Napoleon Hill and how he talks about getting money or manifesting money. But he, one thing I listened to the other day, he was like, start saying to yourself that you're a multimillionaire from today on. Now, I had to modify that for myself because I've been speaking billions into my life. And that's a really big manifestation, and it might take some time, but I'm still open to it. So I keep telling myself whenever I worry about money or I think about money or, you know, I'm stressed about money, that you have to stop yourself in those negative thoughts. Matter of fact, put that shit to rest. Meditate on something new. Meditate on something better with the Four of Swords energy. And tell yourself a different narrative. Tell yourself a different story. Already see yourself winning your settlement. Already see yourself using that money however you would want to. You know what I'm saying? And again, even if it doesn't come through settlement, you're still opening yourself up to that abundance. So that's what I got to say to you, Lala. And hold on, I got to stand on business. I got to stand my ground. In it. I'm truly legendary in it. In it. Okay. It still sound the same. Still sound the same. Let me see it. Let me see it. It may be my accent, a really strong accent. Man, the thing about accents, it's like you don't ever feel like you got an accent until you hear somebody who don't sound like you. Thanks, my pleasure. I hope that that was helpful. I know that that may not be what you want to hear, but I do hope that it was helpful, and I do hope that it steers you in the direction that you want to go in. Let me see, a nose and a wing. Wait, a ring and a wing of your nose would look better than a piercing in your tongue, in my opinion. Like a septum, because I wanted a septum. I never had a septum. I wanted one. And I wanted to be able to, like, I've seen some of my friends who have septums, they like flip their piercing up like into their nose. And I don't know why, I just thought that was the coolest shit. And I wanted to do it, but I don't have the courage. And it's like, even when I do work up the courage, I'm like, I don't really want no more facial piercings. If I did get another facial piercing, it'd probably be my spider bites back. Because I really like that piercing. I had to take it out because I worked at Babies R Us. And it pissed me off because I had just got that piercing. And matter of fact, Four Swords energy, that shit healed in like an hour. I was like, bro, I done spent $30 $30 for this piercing. Oh, my bad, YouTube, my bad. I done spent $30 for this piercing, and that shit is just like gone now. I feel like I gotta blow my nose. Like I got boogers. Let me see. Napoleon Hill taught me how to. Yes, he did write Think and Grow Rich. Okay, so y'all hit over here. Okay, YouTube. That's what I'm talking about. I love Napoleon Hill. I love his speeches. I love the things that he has to say. I love his viewpoints. Like, if I met a Napoleon Hill in real life, I might kiss that guy. I might fuck around and hug him. Oh, that's a big booger. I might have that guy's babies. Swear to God. Swear to God. Like Napoleon Hill, no shade. Y'all don't judge me. I'm not usually into white guys, but if a white guy talked to me like Napoleon Hill, he might could get it. He might could get it. Ooh, okay. Like him. And it's another one whose name is escaping me. Matter of fact, no, I'm not even going to do it out like that because since we on this subject, it's going to piss me off because I know his name is going to pop right up when I open my YouTube. And it didn't. That's crazy. What is his name? It's on the tip of my tongue. Let me see. My favorite white guys. I wish I could type that in and it would come up, but that's not how this works. Oh, was that it? What is that it? Fuck. All right, it's going to come to me later, y'all. I'm not going to waste all our time trying to find this. But Napoleon Hill is one of my favorite authors, and I'm so... Neville Goddard is a good one, but he's not who I'm thinking of. I could see his face, and it's pissing me off because I could see his face. How do I go to my history? I'm going to do this later. Let me see. Okay. Napoleon Hill, How to Think and Grow Rich. Exactly. It works. I've been listening to his videos. Bro is a genius. Oh my God. If I drop this phone one more fucking time, we might just have to, call it a day. Let me see. What does Bluck mean? I'm German. I don't know what Bluck means either. Let me see. Good vibes to everyone. Welcome to the community, Lala. Let me see. Yeah, a baby. Congrats. Thank you. Thank you. It's my first. And yeah, it wasn't expected. It wasn't expected, but we are here. We are here. Y'all seen that? What is that? Horton Hears a Who. We are here. Let me see. What the fuck? I didn't mean literally stand. Oh, I had to stand on business. I had to get into character. I had to do the whole thing. I had to do the whole shebang. Just in case. It changed the vibes. It changed the energy. Let me see. I have piercings. Tongue. You have a tongue piercing? You brave as fuck, bro. You was brave as fuck. A lot of my cousins have tongue piercings. Like I said, I could not go through with it. I have a septum. I didn't know it was called the same thing in English. Oh yeah, we call it a septum. Well, I definitely call it a septum. I can't speak for everybody else, but yeah, I love septums. I think that they're so cute. I love piercings for real. I'd be forgetting that I have an eyebrow piercing until people be like, "Did that hurt?" I'm like, bro, this is the most least painful piercing I've ever had in my life. I had this shit since I was 18. And again, I keep forgetting about it until I see myself or somebody says something. Let me see. I have piercings, tongue piercing, be coming off. It be coming out. I'm sorry. But like you be eating and this shit just be like, do you swallow it by accident? Let me see. I had to and just gave up. No, I could not do that. I thought you typed your name completely. Oh, Napoleon Hill ain't racist. I love him for that. I don't know who racist or not. I try to stop keeping up with shit like that because it's just gonna piss me off. I'm not even gonna cap. It's just gonna piss me off. Like, heard Chick-fil-A was racist and they don't like gay people. I was like, damn, that's crazy. Because that'd be their biggest supporters. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? That's a different story. Let me see. Joyce Myers. Do I know Joyce Myers? Let me look her up. See, Joyce Myers Ministries. Why is my computer going so slow? ¿Qué pasó? I don't know Joyce Myers. I'm gonna look into her. Why how to handle conflict? The first thing to come up for me. That just kind of pissed me off. Like, what are you trying to say, Joyce? What are you trying to say? Let me see. Okay, Okay, blah, blah. Okay, got you. Wasn't expected, but lady, I tell you, you will love it anyway. I have 2 of these, I know. I mean, like I said, I thought about it. I was thinking about it. But I could not go through with it. All right, let me see. How much time we got? All right, we got about 15 minutes. So getting back to the 4 of Swords, I want to read. We read what it means generally. So now I'm going to read what it means in the upright for love and relationships, for money and career, for spirituality, and then for health. And then that'll probably be our time. So either we can read what we have from the tarot guide and those different contexts, or we can read from the books on each of these cards that I actually have. This one doesn't have a book, which kind of makes me sad because I really do want to know what they were thinking when they made this one. But we would learn the meaning for this card with the wolf, this card with the lady holding her stomach, and then the lavender. So I'm going to let y'all decide. I'm going to give y'all a second. Do you want to read from the tarot guide and like the general context, or do you want to read about these specific cards and their meaning? And while I wait for y'all to do that, it is still bothering me that I can see this man's face, but his name is escaping me. Why are you escaping me? You drink water so loud. I'm just playing, baby. Stop drinking. Let me see. Okay, I don't see nobody saying anything, so I'm going to read the generals, and then we can apply them generally as needed. And then maybe next time we could talk about each book, because I think that'll also be faster too. Hi, baby. Why is my computer going so slow? It's about to piss me off. Okay, so the 4 of Swords and love and relationships in the upright, we're just going to go ahead and assume that the reversed is going to mean the opposite of what I say for the upright. Let me see. The card with the hands reminds me of something like submission, the black hole, dark presence. I can see that. Especially with, I was going to say this dark mirror in front of her, but it's not a mirror. It looks like a picture of some sort. I'm going to put it close so y'all can kind of see without the glare. That glare is fucking it up. But I don't know if y'all can see the picture. It's really kind of hard to see. It's even hard for me to see where I am. Like, it's really faint. But it's a picture of some sort. I got this deck off Temu. It's one of my favorite decks. But it was only like $3. And I couldn't pass it up. And now it's one of my favorite decks. But it did not come with a book, which really kind of sucks. But it's called the Out of Hand Tarot for anybody that's interested. Where each one of the pictures is like hands doing something, and I think it's really interesting. I love this deck. I'm not even gonna cap. Okay, so why did just choke me up? Oh, because it's done. Okay. So in love and relationships, the 4 of Swords can indicate that you and your partner are taking time to rest, to regroup, and to reconnect in your relationship. Fear, anxiety, and stress have left you and your partner feeling in need of some peace and quiet. One or both of you have been disconnected from the relationship or is seeking solitude as a reaction from the overwhelming pressure you are feeling at the moment. Some quality time away from the stress. Excuse you, little baby big head kitten. Thank you. I love you so much. Some quality time away from the stress is needed to help you both reconnect. Remember why you are together and plan how you are going to deal with the stress in the future. If you are single, the 4 of Swords can indicate that You need some introspection and solitude in order to contemplate what you really want in a partner. Do not allow fear about being single to overwhelm you. If you jump into a new relationship solely out of fear of being single, it will not work out well for you. The right person will often come into our lives when we're not looking for them. That'd be some bullshit, bro. Swear to God, that'd be some bullshit. Drop some poop emojis if you feel like that'd be some bullshit. That sucks. I hate when that happens. Like, you'll be looking for something and you'll be really searching for it and you cannot find it. And as soon as you're like, fuck it, like the name of this guy, I know it's going to appear as soon as I get off live, and it's going to piss me off and make me happy and relieved at the same fucking time. But I digress. So in money and career, the Four of Swords can mean that you are feeling the pressure in work. Stress and worries are overwhelming you and leading to mental overload. This minor arcana card means that you are finding it hard to cope and deal. You're finding it hard to cope and need some rest and relaxation so you can regroup and get yourself back on track. In a financial tarot spread, the Four of Swords signifies that you have been under financial pressure for quite some time, and it's now at a point where you are so overwhelmed with pressure that you don't believe things can change. This is what we was talking about. It's how we got into that Napoleon Hill. Okay, you gotta believe. You gotta believe. You gotta believe. Gotta put your Peter Pan thinking cap on and believe. I was gonna say believe, bitch, but I didn't want to be rude. So let me see. That is, however, only your perception. It is not as bad as you think it is. There is always a solution. You need to try and relax and to gather your thoughts. Don't allow negativity to cloud your judgment or your thoughts. So by that, don't allow your outer circumstances or what people, places, and things around you have to say about what the fuck you have going on, what the fuck you're calling into existence. You don't have to tune all that shit out. Matter of fact, put that shit to rest. Put that shit on ice. Delete it. Whatever you need to do, be a little bit delusional. We talked about the Seven of Swords one time in another live. But not the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Cups, excuse me, in another live. But pretty much put a little bit of imagination, put a little bit of delusion on, and continue to imagine yourself where you want to be with what you want to have, again, despite what the fuck you have going on. A lot of people that have been following me for a while, y'all seen me come out of homelessness using this method. It works. It works. It truly fucking works. It's kind of scary how much it works. Again, some things take a little bit longer than others, but just because it's not happening in the time that you want it to happen doesn't mean that it's not happening at all. Again, some things are bigger than others. Some things take a little bit more time, and that's okay. Like, just keep believing, keep doing what you're doing, and expect it to happen, expect it to come, and it will. It always does. It does not fail. It's a universal law. It does not fail. So let's see. Two more. In a health context, the Four of Swords can indicate that you need rest or recuperation. As such, it can be an indicative of being hospitalized. It about to piss me off, keep talking about the hospital. I don't like going to the hospital. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I don't. This card can indicate that anxiety-related illnesses may be exasperated. I think I said that right. Exasperated at this time. Try to take some time out to relax and to reboot. And lastly, in a spiritual context, the Four of Swords can indicate that you may be in need of solitude or sanctuary. You may need to slow down and listen to your inner wisdom. Meditation would be good for you at this time. You need to receive spiritual counseling and support at this time. If you've been going through a tough time, then this card tells you to have the faith that you will come through this. That's pretty much what we've been saying the whole time. Like, we got it. All right, let me see what y'all is saying. Let me see. The delusional bit looks and sounds weird, but yeah, throw a bit of imagination. I know it does. Like, and people don't like to hear that. Like, sometimes when people call you delusional or weird or like out of your mind for thinking and believing things that they themselves don't see, again, you're gonna have to be confident. You're gonna have to stand in that. Now my computer dying. You're gonna have to stand on that and to know that, again, whatever it is that you believe, your perception of reality is true for you. is true for you. And again, when that shows up in a way that other people, places, and things can see, it's like the life of a visionary. Visionaries always look fucking crazy until they make some crazy shit happen, right? Like Albert Einstein looked crazy as fuck. You seen bro's hair? He looked like, what the fuck? And then next thing you know, everybody want to have an Albert Einstein looking hairstyle, and they want to do some crazy shit because they know that it can happen because they've seen bro do it, right? So it's like you have to throw on that delusion a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit, because it also keeps you in that realm of imagination. It keeps you in that realm of subconscious. It keeps you in that realm of believing into seeing the unseen, seeing things that people don't know, believe, or can conceive. A lot of people can't even conceive things outside of their 3D reality. And that's fucking sad to me. Like, you close your eyes and you can't see shit, bitch. You weird to me. You weird. And again, you might be in the wrong place. But if you're the type of person where you can close your eyes and you can imagine, you can speak to yourself and you start to see pictures, you start to see things, you're a visionary. You have the power to see beyond the scene. And that's low-key delusional to other people. But again, that doesn't make it a bad thing. It doesn't make it wrong. If anything, it makes you a creator. And I feel like we need to embrace that. Embrace that. Let me see. If you just continue without joy in the atmosphere, there's a lot of complicated things going on to be happy. There is. And again, that's why those outside circumstances, you got to block that shit out, because a lot of that will pause for the cause. Excuse me. Is that your bag? Is that your Cinnabon? Do you have Cinnabon money? The way that they just got humbled and sat down. Thank you. Anyways, those things will always test you. And it's like things are supposed to come against you to test your faith, to test your belief, to test your resolve. Like we see this shit all the time in movies. Like all the shit that we like, all the media that we consume, it's like you don't really like the story for real, unless there's conflict, unless there's something going on. And you have to think about your real life that way too, where it's like, I'm calling this thing into existence. Something must come against me before it happens. It has to. It's like that opposition. And even if it's like easy to get through, it could be easy as fuck for you to get through. There's still that type of resistance that comes against you. I'm about to throw this shit at you. Touch my bag one more time. I'm about to eat that Cinnabon. And if I see one cat hair on it, I'm gonna fuck you up. With all my love and respect. Thank you, baby. You got snacks, bro. Matter of fact, you want some flowers? Let me stop. But people nowadays are really too much focused on illness rather than healthiness. And I agree. Y'all heard of the, what's that shit called? The placebo effect. The placebo effect is pretty much the idea that having the idea of something already being healed or already being what you want it to be, even though it has really no real effect, but just the power of your belief alone can make something real, is the placebo effect. So for example, I think they did a study where there were people that had a specific illness, right? And then one group of people was given a pill and they were told that this pill would help them. And then the other group of people, they were just told, like, you know, we can't do shit. Like, you know, this is what it is. This is what it's going to be. What are you going to do? So the people who did not receive the pill allowed their negative thoughts to consume them, or whatever was fed to them in the 3D, even though that shit was not even real. They were lying to these people, both groups of people. Like, you know what I'm saying? They were lying to both groups of people. So it's like the people who felt hopeless in a situation and they believed that there was no hope. Their belief, hold on, pause for the cause, because if they touch my motherfucking Cinnabon one more time, give me this back. Motherfucking Cinnabon bag. Like, But okay, both groups of people were being lied to. So the group of people that felt hopeless and they believed in their minds, they kept perpetuating the idea and the thought that this will not work. I'm gonna die. I'm sick. I'm ill. And they just kept feeding that. Like, I'm sure y'all have talked to people who may have certain illnesses. They may have like cancers and whatever the fuck else diseases there are out there. I'm not gonna cap. I don't really follow that shit. Don't judge me. But fast forward, they believe these things, they perpetuate these things, and they feed these energies, therefore making them more real, as opposed to, again, the placebo effect, where they were given a pill, but the pill literally did nothing. So if anything, we could say it was like candy. And then they were like, this candy is gonna heal you. These people were like, oh my God, I'm healed. This thing is working. I believe that I'm healed. I believe that this thing no longer exists within my life. And again, that power of belief is what actually healed them. They tested both groups of people. The people with the placebos were more healed, were more healthy, were more sane, were more like in control, as opposed to the people who did not receive the pill. They felt, again, more helpless, more sick. Like, they created illness within themselves, because again, these people were not actually sick. They literally created sickness by thinking and believing that they were sick. And then the people, again, who had the placebo created healing and just overall better health and believing that they were healthy. You see what I'm saying? The power of the mind, bro. That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. Let me see. Ooh, hold on. I'm missing something. Let me see. People nowadays, yeah, agreed. High imagination ability equals high creation and logical reasoning. Exactly. Fuck that. I love thinking about the fact that the placebo effect is really intriguing in it. It is. It is. And I try to use that shit on myself all the time. Like, again, being pregnant, I've been having to go to the doctor more. And they tried to tell me I needed a certain shot, right? It was for, I'm not going to cap, it was for a UTI. And apparently that's very common within pregnant people. I ain't never been pregnant before. I feel like sometimes they be telling me bullshit and I'll be having to go back and do some research before I do anything. But that's just me. But anyway, so she was like, if you get this shot, then, you won't have this problem no more. But the way she described the shot, bro, let me tell you what she said. Let me tell you what she said. She was like, it's a hefty shot. It's pretty big. It's gonna hurt. Like, she just made it sound like the worst thing ever. And again, I don't fuck with hospitals. I don't like hospitals. I already don't like people tell me I'm sick or I feel some type of way. So I'm just like, listening to her, and then she's describing this shot. I'm imagining a big ass, like a horse tranquilizer. Y'all seen horse tranquilizers? I'm imagining something big as fuck like that. Fucking syringe, like a needle like this big. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm imagining the worst. I'm literally creating the worst listening to this woman. And I had to tell myself, again, that placebo effect, like not necessarily the placebo effect, but again, mind over matter. And I'm like, bro, I have not seen this shot. I've never experienced this shot. I don't know anybody that has, but the way that she's describing it to me is putting me in a state of fear. And I had to recognize that, because personally, I ain't never scared, right? So I gotta stand on that. Pause for the cause. Legendary Time, Catherine, what's up? Welcome in. But yeah, so I had to tell myself, I was like, hold on, wait. Before I bitch out over this shot and I put this fear in my baby, because that's another thing I've been thinking about very heavily. Like, the things that I feed my mind, I'm feeding my child. This is new for me. But yeah, so I was like, all right, is there any alternatives? Like, can I do anything else other than this shot? Because I really didn't want to have a shot, y'all. Again, I don't fuck with the doctor. I don't fuck with the medical system. Because again, that's a whole different story. I'm not even gonna get into that. But I ended up getting the shot. So when before the lady comes in, I started meditating. Because I was genuinely scared. I was afraid. I was like, bro, I'm about to fucking die. I'm about to get this fucking horse tranquilizer. This bitch gonna kill me. She gonna kill my baby. She gonna kill the dust in the room. She just gonna take everything out. She gonna take us all out. She's gonna take out all of America. I was freaking out, bro. And I was like, all right, look. I had to close my eyes. Like, my eyes are getting hot because it's real. Like, I was scared. I had to close and I had to speak to myself. I had to talk to myself. I had to confront each one of my fears, confront each one of my thoughts. Like, why am I thinking this way? Why am I feeling this way? Yeah, she used the word hefty. Yeah, she said it's gonna hurt, but a lot of people said the pregnancy would hurt. And not saying the pregnancy doesn't hurt for some people. Again, mind over matter. I'm a person that's always told myself I don't get sick. I'm a person that's always told myself that I'm healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like I live this. I tell myself these things. So I don't usually experience negative health effects. So from my pregnancy personally, I can't speak for other women, but from my pregnancy, I literally almost had no symptoms. And if anything, I'm starting to get a little bit more nauseous now, but I'm supposed to deliver like next month. You know what I'm saying? But the whole 8 months that I've been pregnant, I've been still working. I've been still exercising. I've been still going live and doing my work and just doing everything that I normally do with, it feels like no interruption except for a fucking bump and not being able to fit my clothes. And that may be delusional to other people. That might be foreign to other people, but that's my experience. Like, I don't know if y'all seen, I love the Addams Family, right? So in the Addams Family, I think the Addams Family too, when Morticia has their third child, it was like a little boy, and she was like laying on the stretcher, and then they were like, you know, are you in pain? And she was like, excruciating. I was like, that's how I'm gonna have my baby. Just like that. Like, just like that. Just like that. Where she was like calm as fuck. Matter of fact, for a sword, she was resting. Like something looked painful. Like she could have looked like other people could have experienced this. And then it's like whole time she's just like chilling. Chilling. Again, mind over matter. Mind over matter. Mind before matter is what I want to say. Because it's like you think these things before they manifest. And that's how I feel. So shots are not fun, Catherine. I agree. Like, ugh. But when she did give me a shot, and then, okay, this is another thing I did not mention. She said that she was going to have to put the shot in my butt. I was like, ma'am, that sounds a little invasive. I don't think that this is going to be for me. But when she did it, so when she said that, I'm picturing I'm gonna have to fucking turn around, spread my ass cheeks, and be shot. Like I was just like, it was the worst, bro. It was the worst. But it was just like she just pulled my pants down a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And then she stuck me right there. And when I say that shit was not as painful as any of my piercings, that shit I didn't feel shit. I didn't feel nothing. And it was like, again, like it was on like the top of my butt cheek, like right here. And I was just like, I hyped myself up for this shit being the worst thing ever. And it literally took 3 seconds, like literally took 3 seconds. And I was just thinking to myself, like, oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking God. I really did that. I really psyched myself out. And a lot of us do that in a lot of different ways in our lives. So again, it's having to catch yourself whenever you are thinking and imagining something that you do not desire, to transmute any energy, bro. Taking that Four Swords energy, taking that time to meditate and to reflect and to rest and to reevaluate, regroup, recuperate. Which one of y'all just took a shit? Now my room smell like hot shit. I'm not gonna be able to focus. If I can stink in here. So I'm about to wrap this up. Let me see. I know that was kind of long, but I had to share that story, y'all. Let me see. It does, but it has its limits, in my opinion. It does. And I feel like that limit for real is you. It usually is. It usually is. Like our limits to me is truly ourselves. And it's like, even old ways of thinking and believing, you still got to work through that energy. So it's like, while you may be telling yourself a new narrative now, again, you're going to be challenged, period. And depending on how deep something is resonating within you, like, it's not always conscious. Sometimes it's subconscious. Sometimes you really got to do the work to dig deep to clean some shit out. And then the more you do that, the easier it gets. But I do feel like it's like a life thing, like a life journey. So yeah, I do agree that it has limits, but I do feel like the biggest limit is yourself. Let me see. So where's the new cards? I don't know the word in English. To interpretate. Oh, to interpret. To interpret. So each week we do one card because we usually only have time for one card. Like it's already been about an hour. So that's gonna be the end of this live for this week. And then next week we're gonna do another card. So like last week we talked about the Nine of Pentacles, and that was about being, single, happy, rich, and free. And then this card about healing, rest, recuperation, meditation, hospitalization, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. So each week we talk about a new card. So next week, if you guys come next week, if you are reading tarot for yourself and you have questions or you want to interpret a card together, I would come next week and suggest that card. And usually we'll go with people's suggestions. But if nobody has suggestions, I usually just pick a card. Like sometimes I'll shuffle and I'll pick a random one. But today I was actually feeling this energy. So I wanted to do this card and nobody has suggestions. But every week we do a different card. And then I think you guys can still see past lives on the channel. I think I made a playlist for it, like past lives. Like sometimes we've had people come up and they've shared their decks. And I really want to make the platform more interactive again, but I got to be consistent. That's on me. So I'm going to continue to show up and to create a space where if you want to share, you can share. Let me see. Chill attitude. Let me see. I love saying Guten Tag. I feel like I know what that means. Guten Tag. Is that like hello or how are you? I want to say that's German because one of my cousins, she was learning German, and you did say you was from Germany. One of my cousins learning German, and she would say that, but I didn't know what the fuck it meant. But I want to say that's what it means. Like maybe like hello, how are you? What the fuck is Guten Tag? Let me see. Symptoms come immediately. It's a chill attitude. The birth of my first child took over 25 hours. You're trying to stress me out too. You're trying to stress me out. Oh, 25 hours. I believe that because my mom said that when I was born, it took her like 24 hours because I was a cesarean baby. And she just look at me with sometimes resent and contempt, and it pisses me off. Because, like, bro, it's not my fault. Like, y'all should have gave me more time. I was chilling. Let me see. 25 hours is diabolical, bro. I've been watching videos on, you know how like stuff starts to show up on your feed. So I've been seeing a lot of pregnant women, and I seen this one lady, she gave birth in the parking lot. Like it was like 2-3 pushes and she was done. I saw another lady, she did the same thing, like 2-3 pushes in her car and she was done. I was like, I want that. I want that experience. Show me more of this and what they do so that I can have that, because 25 hours, bro. I don't know about you, but I would have seriously thought about giving up. Like, bruh, like what? What? 25 hours? I hate when I do that. My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. I muted myself. That is low-key my cue then to go. Okay. Oh, are you dead ass? Dead ass. Yeah, that's my cue. That's my cue, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. I want to thank you all for joining. Thank you for being here. And yeah, so Twerk and Work, you already know what time it is. Twerk and Work is tarot practice. Tomorrow we have our shadow dance celebration. So it's going to be an opportunity for us to come back together, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know what time it is where y'all are at, so I have to say Eastern Standard Time, where we come together and we celebrate the things that we are manifesting, the things that we have manifested, anything that you want to share with our community. Like if you got a project you got going on, you got a live, you got a seminar, you got something that's just on your heart, share it. Okay, and then the same thing that we were talking about earlier, where a lot of people focus on negativity and sickness and illness. I agree. The shadow dance celebration is an opportunity for us to come together and to literally do the opposite, where we celebrate our wins, we celebrate the positivity, even if the only thing you got to say is, I woke up this fucking morning, bro, because it be like that. It be like that sometimes. So I do hope to see y'all tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or again, whatever time it is where y'all are, okay, because I don't know what time it is in Germany right now. I don't know where you are, Tip. I don't know where you are, Catherine. But and then everybody else to join. I don't know where you are, but 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be here. I hope that you're here. And yeah, and then our next live is going to be on Sunday for Soul Share Sunday, where we share what's on our mind, body, and spirit. And it's really an opportunity for us to share our spiritual beliefs and spiritual practices. 3 a.m. What the fuck you doing up? You're supposed to be meditating. What? 3 a.m.? You know what? Honestly, I'm flattered. Thank you for being here. 3 a.m., that's dedication, okay? Because what do I do at 3 a.m.? Well, lately I've been eating snacks at 3 a.m. and yeah, I don't want to talk about it. 2 a.m., 6 p.m. where you are. So you might be on the West Coast then. Are you on the West Coast, Catherine? Of the Americas? Because I think the West Coast is like 3 hours behind where I am. Let me see, Germany, 2 a.m. Tip, where you at? You in Germany too? You're not in Germany. Because y'all are an hour apart. Let me see you there on Sunday. You chilling. Okay, bet. I'm going to see you on Sunday. Okay, well, that's what I have. I am on the West Coast. Yes, I knew it because I be having clients on the West Coast. A lot of my clients are from California. And California got money, bro. California got mad bread. They be talking about money like it's low-key nothing. And I'm trying to be like them. I'm trying to move to California just for a little bit, just so I can grasp that mentality. But yeah, that's what I have. Are you in Germany too? Wait, hold on. Are both of y'all in Germany? Chris, you in Germany too? Or is it just Tip? Am I getting it mixed up? Y'all can't both be in Germany and it's 2 different times, can you? Or is it like Texas? Because Texas be like that, I think. Hi, baby. Oh, you say hi to me? Y'all say hi to Empress? Or say bye, rather? No, I'm not in Germany. Okay, so Tip is in Germany, and Chris, you are in an unknown location. I'm cool with that. Okay, so that's what I have for us. I'm not going to hold y'all. Y'all need to go to bed over here. And then, Catherine, you got time, bro. You got time. It's like 9 o'clock where I'm at. So we all in different time zones somewhere in England. Oh, so England. You know, England actually shows me a lot of love, especially on my art page. I have this one guy. I love him to pieces. He's been following me for years, and he's from England. And I love him. He showed me so much love. Like, England, I need to go to England because England really shows me a lot of love. I don't know shit about English people other than, like, England. Like, English, like regular English, and I speak American English. But, yeah. Let me see. Paris is an hour away. Or France. I feel like French people will run me over. Like, if I go to France and I try to speak French, like, I hear that this could be just it could just be rumors. But I hear that, like, if you don't really speak their language and you fuck it up, they be looking at you sideways. So I've always been deterred from going to France, but I do just want to see the Eiffel Tower. You ain't slick. You ain't asked for these flowers. When I asked you if you wanted flowers, catnip. You was ignoring me. That's my cup. But I'm about to chill with my cats and work on my tarot decks and stuff and just chill for the rest of the night. Again, I do appreciate y'all. In Spain, England. I'm gonna say England because he said in it. but yeah, that's what I have, and I do hope that it was helpful. I hope that y'all enjoyed. I've enjoyed you, and I want to thank you all again for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope to see you again tomorrow. If I don't see you tomorrow, I hope to see you Sunday for Soul Share Sunday, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 3 a.m. for some of y'all, 2 a.m., 1 a.m., or like an hour before. So like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Okay, over here, Catherine, what, like 6, 7, 5, probably 5. Get your ass. Thank you. But yeah, don't forget to check out shadowtwerktarot.com for your Oh My Goddess oracles. If you want a personal reading, go over there. What else? Check out Patreon for my daily videos. And then behind the scenes on the tarot decks that I'm creating. Right now, I'm working on a tarot deck called Celebrate Life Tarot, where each one of the cards depicts one of my favorite, not me dropping that on the floor, but one of my favorite musical artists. So if you want to follow that journey, please do. Over there, it's only $5 to, support the channel, and I really appreciate it. And other than that, that's all I have. So yeah. Belgium. I don't know shit about Belgium. I'm gonna have to look up Belgium and come back. But yeah, that's what I have. So I want to thank you from everywhere that you are in the corners of the world. And then for all my aliens to be watching, we don't know where you're from, but we thank you. And yeah, until next time, you are truly legendary. I love you, and I'm gonna see you later. Empress, why are you touching my computer, bro? You know how to work your computer.